Call this meeting to order. We'll check attendance.
Yep. Yeah.
We have a quorum.
Howard, for West Kauai, we have Howard Green in person, David Smith in person, Lumi Martin online. And for West Kauai, we have Errol in person, Emily in person, Craig in person, Brian in person, Eric online, Brian in person, Ginny in person, and Kimmy in person, and Jenna Dunn in person. And Paul with County of Kauai, and Jerry online.
Okay. View the agenda. Any additions, changes, suggestions?
I didn't get a chance to add this, but I'm just going to announce it now because I did bring a card too if people want to sign. But many of you may remember Greg Williams. He actually passed away last month. West Kauai board member, worked for Kauai Coffee, one of those amazing individuals for those of us that worked with him. So I did bring a card to send to his family if you guys are willing to sign it. And I don't know, David, I ran into Sylvia. Do you think he'd be willing to write that?
You want me to write it?
Yeah,
sure.
if you don't mind, for the annual report.
Yeah, I got some notes from when we were supposed to do it 2 or 3 years ago, so I guess I can dig them up.
That'd be awesome if you could.
Like a little tribute thing.
A small little
memoriam.
Be good.
So I'll pass the card around for those that are here. Oh, it looks like Ed is online.
Is he still technically an active?
No, he fully stepped away.
Yeah,
In 2019.
I think it was right before COVID,
Yeah.
right during.
Either 2019 or right at 2020.
I'm gonna say 2020. It's easier.
Okay, I'm here. Go ahead, start.
We have, thank you.
You started, Ed.
Thank you.
Okay, other than that, thank you. Review, accept minutes, East Kauai.
We didn't have any.
East Kauai, no minutes. East Kauai, no minutes. Okay. Treasurer's report, East Kauai.
Yeah, we actually do have treasurer's reports. Treasurer's reports for October, November, December, and January. October, received our final grant payment from NRCS, which was $39,000. We received.
It's all one, so you can look at it, but it's not going to mean much for. They're all four are individually different ones.
So for October, we received our final payment from NRCS, the grant payment of $39,000. We received first line bank interest of $2,200. That was for 6 months. And as far as expenses goes, on the state side, we paid to develop our website. I think it was about $600. And on the county end, most of the expenses, which are almost $5,500, was for the NACD trip. That's October. November, not much activity at all. Regular expenses for the state side, and on the county's end, we did buy a phone for the district assistant, which was $600. Other than that, we had annual picnic expenses. That's it for November. December, again, not a lot of activity. Our normal expenses for the state: Zoom, phone, Google Cloud, and storage. And then on the county end, we had expenses for the annual dinner, office supplies, and the cap contest. And for January, again, not a lot of activity. All the expenses came through were related to cap contest. And HACD is supposed to reimburse us for a bunch of those.
They haven't sent it yet.
That's it.
West Kauai?
My report is not as thorough as Errol's, but we did have some accounting take place and for our year end, and most of our expenses were reimbursement to East for the HACD conference, which brought our balance down substantially. However, we did receive a allotment from DLNR that was deposited this month. A little bit late, but deposited, and we're still in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Most of our expenses, other than that, for the year end, were on travel and office related.
Okay, any questions for David or Errol?
No.
All right, moving on to correspondence. Anything distributed?
I don't remember actually. I'm sure we sent a couple things, but one of the things also is a reminder of ethics stuff, I think came up. I think everybody's done them, but just double check if you've done them. They,
That annual?
I don't think so. I think it's every other year.
Semi-annual.
Yeah, I think so. So that's why I think almost everybody should be fine this year, because I think everybody updated last year.
Yeah, usually they get a
Biennial.
send out a notice. Yeah.
All right, moving on to new business, annual report picture,
Rolled off of what needs to come and do.
hold off on that. NRCS report,
All right, sorry I was late. Oh, shoot. So staffing is on hold at least until July 15th. In all likelihood that would extend, but that's the official date. Earth Team volunteer program is still going on. People can not access our programs, so no computer access. We don't have any Earth Team volunteers that want that anyway. So we need to sign some people up who've been volunteering for us. Well, yeah, stuff that was lost to the mold. And then so for scheduling, I'm not working most Fridays. I'm gonna be doing 4-day work weeks from now until I take my parental leave, and my last day to leave is gonna be, and it's on the screen. I don't know if anyone can see that.
It's right here too, if someone needs to post a copy.
Okay, cool, thank you. Is gonna be the 21st of August, most likely. For Farm Bill programs, a lot of it is what you've been hearing. Round one, we had approximately 28 applications selected for funding. Round two, none on island. So there we go. We thought maybe we got one, but we did not. False alarm. For 2026 CSP renewals, we emailed all of the people who are eligible for renewal. We're only waiting to hear back from one, and they have until the 20th to reply. IRA funds, active contracts can move forward. All other funds are on pause. So some of that 28 that were selected were IRA. So hopefully we'll get good news, but I don't know. We keep getting told that stuff's coming, information's coming, but it doesn't actually hit.
So IRA is still paused.
For applications, not for contract. Yeah. So like if you had a contract from last year that was IRA, you could keep going and get paid.
It's just for the new applications for the last. Cycle
Yeah.
that closed recently.
Yeah, if you applied now, you're still in limbo.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for asking. I'm gonna skip to E and talk about engineering. So FY24 designs are being developed. Limited travel has been approved, and I'm unclear how it happened, but basically there's not going to be any June engineering visits. I made a request. Somehow what I requested did not match what was approved. I brought that up, and so for July, someone sent me a screenshot, and I was like, yes, that's the right information. So hopefully for July, we'll have some engineering visits, and it's going to be someone named Sunshine who's been here before. They're a watershed engineer, and then Kevin's coming back in August. Okay, so I had an idea, a thought that I would suggest to you guys for RCPP, because I know we've talked about it a lot. And I was wondering maybe for the next combined meeting, or if you wanted to split it, one for the west, one for the east, maybe we can have Scott Turgeon, the RCPP lead, the program manager is the official title, come talk to you guys. You guys can ask specific questions and he can provide answers. If you guys, I don't know if you guys want to move it to new business to talk about it, but and I can answer more later. I think there's some. I think what we've thought, myself included, was that there was more of an administrative burden for the partner than there might actually be. But that's why I think having him come by, clarify would be really good. Or on, because he's not going to come here. And then office space update. So still no update on the file digitization, new furniture, or temporary space. The lease has been signed. It was not one of the ones that was in jeopardy. New information. The build out is supposed to start in spring 2026 and the move will be fall 2026 at the earliest. As far as I know, the final layout hasn't changed. The acting head of M&S said that under current conditions, anything is subject to change or for further delays. And she assured me that they would be sure to loop me in once they got to planning for furniture, etc. That's it. Here's a question.
I have a question.
Yep.
Going back to the engineering and what the mess up in June, is that because of the whole administration Doge debacle, or was that just,
Yeah, I don't know why we had two errors just for our county. One was the engineering, and I don't know where the breakdown in communication happened because
that comes from JB's office?
yeah, so I was told to submit the requests in a certain place. I submitted it there. And then something else was approved, and then I went back and checked where I was supposed to submit, and that was exactly what I put in. So I don't know how it ended up getting bungled up.
Okay.
But the reason I had to do that in the first place is because the administration put big restrictions on travel where we have to ask like a month in advance, like, okay, we want Kevin to come on this date or this range of dates, and this is how much we think it's going to cost. So airfare or airfare plus hotel plus, expenses. Which, I'm hoping because this happened and it brought it to people's attention that it's not going to happen in the future. Already, I think for July, it's promising because this time I got a screenshot of what I filled out. I said, is this accurate? Instead of just finding out after it's been approved that it's all not. So
Thanks.
On the engineering, he has to be down here to do the work, or he cannot what does he do when he's here?
we do, so that's a good question. We do a lot of things remotely. So plan presentations, a lot of times we'll go out and we'll take pictures of pipeline or different like irrigation system components or troughs or different things and send them to him. But he needs to do, like when he was here last week, I went out with him and we had to, he like, staked out a pipeline for someone. It was, because it wasn't just straightforward, here's the pipe, it was a little bit more complicated. And then the other one was, it's a practice that we've never planned here before. And it was just him understanding what the land looked like and how like the practice was going to get done. And so meeting with me and the farmer and like driver doing that. So there are certain things where he can't do remotely, but that we're just, you know, seeing the like specific conditions. But there's a lot of stuff that they do remotely, and they're talking about giving us more engineering job authority, like because some of us have it for like irrigation water management and like roof runoff structure and things like that, but probably more for pipelines and water tanks and stuff.
Because we're telling the farmer how to do it and giving them the engineering plans, or is the engineer just checking what the farmer like?
We give plans ahead of time if and then also then there's the checking after it's in that it matches the plan, that it's done to spec. Most of the time it's okay, but sometimes there's miscommunication and what is installed doesn't match what is in the design.
Is that how most of the plans go? The federal has an engineer that designs and plans the whole thing for the farmers, so they don't have to like go out and find someone to do that.
Yeah, that's why the CTA engineering has been such an issue because other offices can do it. We haven't. Actually, this past week was the only CTA engineering project we've ever been able to complete since I've been DC. So a decade.
So he did one in a decade.
One, and it was a pipeline, and it was because of different partner involvement. Yeah.
Before, we actually used to have more that happened. They did used to do more CTA design, like when I first started.
With Susan?
Yeah, with Susan.
Susan also worked 12 hours a day.
Yep.
These are.
And actually,
These are just cooperators.
CTA is the non-cost share. Sorry, CTA stands for Conservation Technical Assistance. So that's the plans outside of funding, ARPA funding. But yeah, so that's the appeal for a lot of people for getting a contract is getting engineering.
Because then they don't have to pay for an engineer, and they're just taking plans and then finding a contractor to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, you know, sometimes like we've got some people who can do it themselves, you know, too, because the way that Kevin's has it all laid out, it's pretty easy to read. Yeah, so that's been a big push is making sure our CTA engineering is updated. But a lot of people, we tell them they're on the wait list and they are, and then they just end up doing it without us. So we haven't been able to get to them. So I don't know. Hopefully we can show that there's a need because I'm not sure how often is it we haven't. Even though.
And he's located
That's what
on
I
what
was
island?
wondering.
What was that? Oh, sorry.
Oh, he's located where?
Oahu? Kevin? Yeah, I mean, Kevin knows we have a need. I've been saying we have a need, but I think the CTA is the portion that's like our numbers as far as like contracts go show that we have enough work to have someone here, but it's hard to like hire a totally separate engineer. Or maybe they show. If it depends on who you talk to, maybe, but we're not like really lagging behind other offices that have their own engineer as far as projects go. But I think CTA is kind of the missing piece that some of the decision makers can't see how much demand we have here.
And the numbers on the waiting list aren't enough to show the need.
Waiting to be asked. For the list. But with the hiring freeze, they're really having any of those kinds of discussions yet. Yeah. But we're adding to it. probably weekly.
A question about the RCPP. So you asked about bringing in program lead to do a Q&A. But what's the funding prospectus for that program going forward?
The ones, so the non-IRA ones went forward this year. I don't know if what PIA had. I have a friend who's the lead in a different state. And so it was actually picking her brain. I mean, Scott's really good. I don't talk to him that much. So, so they do have some that are going through, but everything IRA is on. So I don't know when they're gonna put out for applications again. But that's what I was thinking, probably having him on sooner rather than later, if that was something you guys were interested in, would be good.
Okay, thank you. Moving on, conservation specialist report, Brian.
Right to begin with, under trainings, meetings, and learning, not too much going on there. Meetings wise, we did have a 1 PA meeting, led by JB, but didn't get much information from that meeting. We're really waiting for the next meeting. It sounds like the next one going to be some useful information about the structure and how things are going to go on. We have been meeting weekly. We have been meeting weekly with the employee board members who are the employee relations. So Craig and Umi been meeting weekly on that, and at the same time also meeting about the feral swine grant on a weekly basis and how that's going. Plans and field visits. Been primarily working on a CTA, which, by the way, probably could use an engineer. And also, I've been on my NRCS workload days. I've been continuing progress on an IRA contract that hopefully gets selected if the funds are there. So on my non-NRCS days, I've been working on feral swine visits, and the CTA most recently. The client who requested the CTA received a final notice from ADC, who said, if we don't get this, you're super double secret probation. So I've been working on it, trying to get the client something, so they can present it to the ADC. So that's really what I've been focusing on, because it's due tomorrow, tomorrow's Wednesday, due Thursday. So, let's see here. Site visits, feral swine site visits, North Shore and East Side, have been completed over the past month. But once again, have not been able to compile much of the information yet in the office. That will be coming soon, hopefully. Site visits, I also did some checkouts. So we verify that the practice was actually completed. So I was able to do a couple of checkouts in the past couple of months. These sort of site visits, even if I didn't do the work, they help out not only the district and me, because eventually I get to build my experience and then job approval authority. But obviously it's also getting the clients their money in a timely manner as well. No outreach this past month and a half. And
Yeah, we had an attempted outreach.
yeah, well, I forgot about that. Not enough preparation time, I don't think, for that.
Yeah.
But thank you for reminding. We did have one attempted outreach. Looking ahead, so yeah, I got to keep on working on that CTA, feral swine. Once that's done, the application NRCS I've been working on, And then looking forward July, I'm looking to take some personal time. So that's it.
How's the Pharaoh swine looking like west side versus east side
A lot
application?
east and north and west. Probably 2/3 more.
You mean total amount of
Like,
applicants?
yeah, did we get pretty good applications from west side?
I feel like we could have gotten more.
Mm,
Yeah, most all of my site visits have been east and north, even though we tried initially separating them out by sides. It's mostly been east and north.
Yeah, I think there was also several people that we contacted who actually never ended up finishing submitting their application. So they were attempted to contact, but they never responded. But even then, I think there was like 3 more on top of, yeah, it wasn't like a huge amount of West Side. I still did. Wow.
Any other questions?
No, none for me.
Thank you.
District Assistant Report. Jimmy.
So for my district workload, I've been just working on the annual report. The articles and bios I'm missing is Brian's bio, Ginny's bio, Devin's bio. From the rest directors, I need Adam, Umi, Tiffany, Richard, and David. For each directors, I need Darren, Emily, and Jerry. I also will need the CTAR article, the feral swine article. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Where's that bus?
As well, if you guys have any outreach accomplishment photos, that's also a page in the article, and then just a message of aloha. And then that'll be it for the annual report. That's been a big part of my workload. Also, just compiling the ag exemptions so then we can start on the grading and grubbing plans. I don't really know what the grading and grubbing is about, but I just been told to collect all the ag exemptions. So I've been doing that. And then also I'm working on a brochure of who we are at the district. For my NRCS workload, I was shredding old files, DMS uploads, obligation letters. I don't think they were sent out, or we didn't get to that part yet. As of last week, I was checking Spock folders, making sure all of the clients' files are in there. As for the grant, I'm working on the feral swine grant. We have 7 left.
Site visits.
Site visits, yes, correct. I created a fencing brochure as well as a DIY fencing brochure if any clients didn't get accepted. I'm still waiting for approval for that, but yeah. And then I just started collecting cooperative agreements for all applicants from the feral swine grant because I think that's required, she told me, in order to present the plan. But for outreach, I've been working on the CAP contest, teacher training and soil days, just creating flyers and finding available venues, as well as working on the local working group meeting, looking for venues as well. And that is my report.
Thank you, Kimmy.
Thank you.
Any questions for Kimmy?
None from Ed.
None from that.
Like that.
All right, district operations update. Janet.
So it's been about a month and some change since I switched gears from focus of planning to more capacity building. So just a quick update of some of the things that I've been working on, and about what's upcoming. So I've still been developing on the operations timelines and documents for the district. So basically how to, so I've been working on that. I've also been finishing the conservation specialist job description so that can be posted as soon as possible. Once that's drafted, I will send it out to you guys to read and have comments. We've talked a bit about a working plan, which we discussed kind of on and off in several different meetings. But I think it'll be easier once I finish the operations timeline, to kind of do an initial working plan that then can be used towards the, a strategic plan. So, like, kind of like, what are we doing this year? You know what I mean? Before, hopefully working on a longer term plan. So for grant wise, feral swine, she did note that there's a few more site visits left, and then there's gonna be information compiling. We originally had, hoped to hire on and utilize Jonathan, who was a planner, but cannot because of, they have their ethics stuff that they have to review or go through for a review, but I don't think they've ever gotten back to him. So essentially probably wouldn't be able to anyways until October. That's what I've been told for ex-NRCS employees working for districts. October is when they will be able to potentially do that because that's when the funding for their positions are done. So with that, you know, Brian has taken on a lot more work for that, to get that completed. We also need to do a selection meeting, and this is something that you guys can decide to either, you have a subcommittee right now where we have 2 from each board who sit on that subcommittee. You can either have them, you know, go through initial selections and then bring it back to the board to vote on, or we can just set up a couple of both board meetings, combined meetings where you guys can then vote on and select projects. So that's something that we should actually discuss what you'd like to do. We can also talk about that later when we talk about grants again, but yes, throwing that out there as options. Other grant management, we submitted an ADC proposal. We had a meeting with ADC with Wendy last month. And basically to get to the end of the fiscal year, we had to submit the potential proposal for helping get their, they're calling their master plan, which is for the Kikaha and Kalepa land. So we'll see. Submitted and yeah, we'll see what happens. But we're hoping that that's a step in the door to eventually ask for more funding for their people, to maybe even hire a full-time planner to actually work on what amounts to, you know, could be up to a couple hundred plans, right? So depending on how many leases they have, licensees.
And how long are those leases?
Right.
30 years?
Some, yeah. So anyways.
In the proposal that was submitted, were there funds to hire on somebody? Sorry if I missed.
Yeah, a part-time person for 3 to 6 months, just to focus on those two. And then of course working on, as we said, but working on the working plan, and the plan will help with seeking out more grant. Already discussed in terms of outreach. They had mentioned the cat contest. We attempted a training. Didn't happen. We're gonna put together a video presentation that can be posted on YouTube that can be used. And then we have scheduled out the fall. So everything's scheduled, sites located already. Final dates for the contest haven't happened, but at least the training stuff is set. So in terms of meetings that have taken place, then that's the big difference. I don't know how many times I'm always saying, yeah, I'm in a meeting, guys, sorry. But we've had regular district employee meetings. It's been weekly. We've so far had 2 meetings with DC. Basically its focus is workload and, you know, anything that's going on in the offices, anything that we need to figure out resource wise or support. We had the meeting with ADC. There was the working group meeting to talk about NACD and NRCS agreements, just to kind of talk about what we'd hope to be in those kinds of agreements. As you know, we then had an NRCS meeting with JB to kind of talk about that, but it really, as you guys know, didn't really go very far. Just was, I don't know, and no funding right now. So, yep. And then Pacific Island area, we've been, there's there's 5 people that got the feral swine grant, and occasionally we kind of group together and see how everybody's doing and see if there's anything that we can assist with, or talking about like resources of where we're at in terms of process. We were hoping to hire somebody to help us with some of the final environmental review portion, but again, we earmarked people that were ex-NRCS employees that we won't be able to utilize until October. So yeah, unfortunately that was a not a total crash and burn, but it's yeah, it could be a hindrance. And then upcoming meetings. The last time we had all met as a combined meeting, we talked about approaching, talking to maybe the taro farmers, both on the North Shore and the West Side, to just kind of open up partnership and relations with those individuals, kind of, meet them, have discussions with them, see what we can do for them, etc. So North Shore with a couple of the farmers is set for next week for the East Side, and then West Side, I have a couple people who I've initiated conversation, but we haven't set anything yet. So yeah. And then of course, the local working group meeting will be another upcoming big meeting or meeting, since we've split to 2. Upcoming, I am still actually working on getting my level 3 planner certification. So that's been a big push for both this and the HACD position. So it's important to get it done. So it's happening. We have, of course, the usual grant submissions. And then I've been assisting as well with the feral swine site visits and information consolidation. So I've taken on less than Brian, but I'm still hoping, get some of that done. So I'll be working on that as well. And then I, assist with planning, especially my old clients as much as needed. So yeah. But hit the ground running as much as I possibly could, and hope obviously we can do more. So
Jenny, question, Ed.
Huh?
Monday, you guys going Honolulu, right?
Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday now. Okay. What time?
Don't remember.
Okay.
Morning, first thing.
8 a.m. I think.
Yeah, that was Eric and Emily kind of earmarked for that one, but I did send it to all the East directors.
Okay. I'll go look, because I might be able to run away.
Okay, let me know.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Is this meeting in Violi? I don't know where.
Brian's been there. You went to her site.
Oh,
After Chris's place.
I'll give you if you don't know, I'll give you directions.
Okay, thank you. HACD annual meeting, Oahu, 6:25 to 6:27.
Believe it or not, we still haven't gotten the registration.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, it's involved?
It's
Oh,
not.
wow.
It's happening as far as we know. We're supposed to get it today, but we've been saying that for the last month and a half. Basically, what I'd like to know is, I know Ed has said that he could go. Is that still true, Ed?
Yeah, I'm still going.
Is there anybody else who is planning on attending? Because then once they say go, we can go. And that could even be if you can only attend the last day, even if you wanted to, or the first day, it's fine too. Just, it'd be good to have at least 2 representative district wise from each board, but I know that's, especially since we haven't had information for this.
When is it?
June 25th through the 7th, so probably fly in on the 24th. Not probably, you'd fly in on the 24th, because the meeting's all the way up in Ho'olau. Or yeah. Well, about 30 minutes drive from Hotel, but so.
Could be a good opportunity for some face-to-face NRCS leadership team interaction.
Are they going?
I assume people who are on Oahu who are NRCS are able to go.
Makes sense. So yeah, it'd be great if we could at least have one West Side
Did you
person.
reach out to Tiffany?
She can't. I did. She's got her kids.
I'm actually gonna be on Oahu on the 24th to 26th, so I could like go the last day.
If you'd be willing,
Yeah, I could just stay an extra day by myself.
and the districts could maybe cover that one night hotel.
Yeah, we can do that.
You still cover you,
I might be able to go on the 26th too. But,
26th would be the tour day.
I'll probably skip that.
Yeah, so 27th is the actual meeting, so if you're able to, that'd be
I
great.
could probably.
Anybody else?
I won't be here.
I can understand the word.
All right. Okay. Small Germans, but at the same time, they didn't get the information out, so it's probably going to be a very small meeting. In fact, we reserved a 15-passenger van that I'm gonna ask Brian to drive. We could probably fit almost half the conference in it at this rate.
We're gonna
So,
change
maybe
that.
you
We're gonna
charge.
change that.
You need more people charge for seats.
Start an Uber.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, we'll Ed will talk to you when we find out the information, and then we can talk about the latter part.
All right, thank you.
Okay, local working group meetings, finalized dates.
Yeah, so Hanapepe Library offered the 31st, August 7th, oh sorry, July 31st, August 7th, and August 21st. And then Anahola Clubhouse is available August 7th and August 14th. So, yeah, it's kind of up to you guys of how you want to do it. If you want to do like the 7th and the 14th, or the 14th and then the 21st. But yeah,
August.
of August. So
I'm free those
What is it,
days.
beeps? What is it, beeps again?
Thursday 5, huh?
What is it, beeps again?
So for Hanapepe West Side, it would be the 31st, August 7th, and the 21st.
The 31st and the 7th?
July 31st, August 7th, and August 21st. They did give the 14th, but they only could give it till 5.
August 7th.
You guys have a preference?
No.
I'm gonna recommend 7th and do the 14th on Anahola. East is okay with that.
I'm open for those dates.
Sounds fine.
Works for me.
Okay.
Jenna will still be here for one more week.
Yeah, 21st is cutting it pretty close.
Or afternoon, yeah, or
Evening, yeah. So usually we started at 5, and the other thing that it would be good to have is a couple people that are willing to be the go-to to help with planning. So 2 from each district is always helpful. Especially since it's in 2 separate locations. But things that we're gonna need to figure out, we usually do food. And yeah, that kind of thing, logistics of the meeting itself.
Question. Do you want me to ask NRCS Public Affairs to put together a flyer?
Cool.
Because I will do it tomorrow, since you have dates. Because there have just been a lot of back and forth that other offices have had, like putting pictures of food on meeting flyers that not that that's gonna be an issue with you guys. So we can do it. They can they can do like press releases and put it on like just like the USDA, all of their avenues. I could
I
add
mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to have 2 different flyers too. We can have one that's from them and one that we have locally too.
and then if it falls through,
Yeah.
for whatever reason on our side, you guys are set up. But I know if they create one, I mean they'll promote it anyway. But if they create one, then it'll more engagement. They'll probably promote it
At least on their network side. Because on our network side, we would do similarly to what we did with the last meeting, which is like online stuff and
This is
at radio ads, things like that.
Yeah, it's like the people who sign up for USDA emails would get notification, and their website press release, and so then whoever picks up that.
I think if we do 2-prong,
Yeah,
flyers.
might as well. It won't hurt us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get as many people as we can. And then of course we usually send it to groups too. So like Emily's had a pretty extensive group. The Farm Bureau will send it out to theirs. The Farmers Union will send it out to theirs. So
And
DHHL will send it out to theirs. Or not DHHL, but the people that we work with will send it to their community.
And we've got a few more people with like contact lists than I think we've had in the past this year.
Okay, but still, is there 2 people from East willing to be at least for a conversation, or if we need to do a quick impromptu meeting to discuss any logistics. It's good to have two people.
I'm gonna be out there. So you're gonna have that on the 14th, right?
Yeah, the 14th, but we're
Yeah.
talking about planning, and we just need a couple people we can work with planning. It's good to
Okay.
have a couple directors represented.
I can sit on.
We have Ed, one more east guy.
I can help with that.
Thank you. And then west guy.
I can help with that.
Thank you, David. One more west. Okay, thank you guys.
May I join the West meeting on the 7th?
Yes. Oh yeah. So I think yeah. One, the directors.
Wait,
you
we
guys,
want your meeting first.
the directors are welcome to go to both meetings, and obviously it's welcome because
So we
the
know-
more help, the better. So I'd be actually happy if you guys could help with both if it's possible. I know it's kind of a drive up to Honolulu for west, and Honolulu is not too bad for east. But yeah, so no, definitely all directors can attend and assist with both too. So that's not, yeah, you're not. Yeah. And honestly, if there are people from east who can't make it, they want to go to west. I mean, they can come. Their voice will be heard, and we still will do a survey. Yeah, so similar to what we've done in the past.
Yeah, so maybe for the flyer, if they can put both dates on there and then people can just choose
Yeah.
whatever works.
I think it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Okay. Yeah,
Awesome.
Excellent idea.
because I really liked having the 3 outreach events in January. I thought it was really cool going to all of them.
And that honestly, that actually is what the directors noticed, that that's better to actually get those people that don't normally make it to leap away. So that actually, yeah.
And I think people speak up more.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, little buddy.
We should try getting the picture. Sorry, guys, online. We should actually do the picture before the person leaves. So pause.
That way.
Did she? I think she went out a little fast. Or should we wait till she walks back?
I can take the picture.
No, we want everybody in it.
Oh, when she walks back that way.
Okay, we'll wait till she walks back that way. Sorry, guys, we'll wait till she walks back.
Can I vibrate? You don't need me, right?
Unless you wanna talk about Project Wet. Parental leave. Yeah,
That's
you're-
coming.
so there's you brought the sign-in sheet? Yeah. So Project Wet is September, but the reason we bring it up now, so it's a few months away, is one, get enough people to sign up. 2, the question we have for you guys is whether we want to we should have printed it on the landscape. Make sure to, when you sign up, to look on the back page.
Oh, I didn't even think.
Yeah, you should have, that is the one. It's okay. The question is whether we want to just do one of their tables. Did you come back?
I'm gonna grab her when she does.
Okay, if we wanna do, one of their usual topics, or if we wanna try to attempt to do one of our own topics. We have a old watershed model that we could use. It's, I think we probably have all the parts, we just need to make sure.
I mean, last year we did like those games, right?
Mhm.
And so how do you see if we did our own?
It would be more education. It's still hands-on. We've done it with the kids before. They have a lot of fun with it, but it can be a little bit messy too, though. And resetting it kind of, because what you do is you actually put like glitter, not glitter. You don't like glitter. Sprinkles. Sorry, sprinkles and food coloring and things like that to kind of like show how things up here can impact all the way down to the ocean. It's like one of those.
How long would it take us to reset it?
Probably not actually that long.
So we'd be able to
I think so.
reset it up and get it going for the
Because
next one.
what I used to do, the last time we used it, I went to like LA. They used to do the poster contest, and every 20 minutes we'd rotate all the classes, so we were able to do it. Or I think I was the only one doing it, but
Rainfall simulator?
yeah. No, not the rainfall, the watershed one, the big group.
Oh, the pollution? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was pretty. Oh, she's come. Oh, okay. I'm gonna come on. Rick Bragg. Yeah, exactly.
You do,
Less than 11.
But I think the problem with shape is it's because the. Hey, thanks guys online. Sorry about that. Should have been here. I know.
Take a picture of the screen.
Just none of them have their pictures on.
I was hat too. Okay.
Yeah, it is a little more obvious.
So back to what you guys want to do. Did you guys want to try to offer the watershed model, or do you want to just do one of their topics?
What thing your estimate was for turnover?
When they did it, I was able to quickly because I did it. I would set up at the and just rotate them. And we also did it once at when they used to do the thing up at the station. We did it there as well.
There's only one or there's multiple?
I remember doing it and yeah. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Is there more than one?
No, there's only one.
So the whole group is gonna be.
And we have but we only have like 5 minutes between them.
I remember it being a little stressful. Like there's a lot of people, but there's a lot to clean up. Because there's like fake oil and fake soil and fake paint.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit for washing. We could try running it once, and then if it really is just nope, we can just nope.
Do a practice in the parking
Is
lot.
that gonna screw up the rotation?
No,
On
if
the-
they would just set it up for it, and what happens is actually the teachers choose what topics they want their students to see. So they don't go to every station. I think we should give it. I want your guys' opinion. I'm willing to give it a try if you guys want to do it. If not, then we can just let them assign us a station or pick a station.
Let them give us the same station as last time.
You want to just do the same station?
H2O Olympic.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're.
cohesion and tension.
The kids stayed busy all the time. Like there wasn't a lot of downtime. It was like simple enough to keep their attention, long enough to keep their attention. I don't know. I thought it would work like. I
Yeah.
thought we had a pretty good
It was pretty
station.
good,
Yeah, if
actually.
you guys want to do that, that's fine too. What was that one called? The H2O Olympics?
H2O Olympic.
H2O, yeah.
Adhesion.
Okay, well, also have people sign up too. Oh, it looks like one of them.
Oh, unlucky. I'm going to be here. That we're unlucky. Don't say it.
You're not here?
I'm not, oh, the week before I was gonna be.
I'm actually, I'm not gonna be here either, unfortunately.
Oh, and you want to.
I can. There's another one that I cannot, sorry. But the fruit and vegetable show, I'm not
So much
here for.
stressful
That
water
one doesn't
thing, and
matter.
I'm not gonna be here.
You know,
Sorry, I
that
mixed-
sounds
I mixed
familiar.
them
I
up.
think
No,
we
this one I'm
did
back
that
just
one
in
year
time
before.
for is what it was.
What? What day is the fruit and vegetable show again? I thought I saw it
August,
here and I'm not seeing it.
August 23rd.
Yeah, that
Right,
was
as
one,
you
if
step
I,
away.
well, if I just go sit, yeah, just go sit, yeah.
You watch.
I'll be able to, but I'll ask, I can ask Devin to go, I like to go around to the other booths, because a lot of people don't think they do.
What did you? All right, so September, yeah, that was 200. So H2 Olympics, that's fine.
Yeah, if we can get the same one, we can do the same one.
I'll ask for it. And we just have to register.
I have a hard time
What
with the
time?
watershed because I never see them before.
We can, maybe one day we can actually set it up and, or do a pseudo event to.
I think it'd be cool to bring it to a meeting, or even, if we did it in the parking lot, one of the three of you could film it and then share it at a meeting.
Yeah.
Because
figure
it's
that
a
out.
good outreach tool.
It is. We had fun with it with the.
Emily, have you guys done the ag day? You guys used to do an ag day at the Wildwood Research Station. Have you guys done that in the recent years?
We haven't done it since COVID, so it was Joni Ito, I think, was like the spearhead, and she said after COVID she never wanted to pick them up again. I would love to get it going. It's been hard, especially since we haven't had a county administrator for more than 18 months in the last 5 or 6 years. But yeah, we'd love to get that going again. And I also love to do the watershed. I think it'd be super fun, but happy to do what's easy for this year.
It's a good idea. We could run it or do a video of it and kind of show it, and then also test it.
Or even the
Like,
next
ag in the
meeting-
classroom,
next
we did
meeting,
it. So
Robin, we have a little
we have some time.
thing.
It could be a cool thing to catalog the different outreach, like displays and demos that are available. They could even be short videos on the website or something, and then as things come up.
Well, plus if teachers see it, want to ask for the
That's what I was saying
visit
too.
too.
Say specifically.
Oh, that sounds fun. So if anybody is also like super stoked and has good connections with the schools and wants to help us get Ag Awareness Day going back up again, it's been a bummer for the kids, right? The last 5 or 6 cycles, the kids haven't had a chance to come out there.
It's like all the fifth graders.
Fifth grade, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what this one is too. Like fifth grade, they get lots of field trips. I think it'd be great if they brought it back.
Everybody Maya has a FFA program now. Future Farmers of America.
But I know they got a new ag teacher, so maybe coming in with a new ag teacher.
They might be the only school with it. I don't know. They might be the only school with it though. I don't know if any other school has it.
No, there's somebody else just said they're gonna do ag for high school again.
Oh,
The lady.
I'll get more info because I think Stefano mentioned that the kids would be in Kolo Plantation Day Parade, and I was surprised that she said FFA.
Yeah, we
From my
should
mail.
definitely be find out about that. Get them going with the cap contest.
And they got big, I mean, they've got a pretty big project going up at Kauai too for their school garden.
Yeah,
farm
pretty
area.
nice garden I've seen.
I don't know if they have a formal FFA there.
I don't think so. But maybe, I mean, they've kind of rotated through teachers recently, right? So I never met the last one. Cool.
Okay. Anything else on that? NFCS, directors on island, June 16th through the 18th.
Yeah, so it sounded like you kind of had two heads at this. Ed was like to set up a meeting. I don't know how Howard felt, but we also talked about maybe if you just wanted to do a meeting with maybe 2 representatives from each board. Yeah, it's kind of up to you guys. Do you even want to meet with him?
Who?
JB.
Oh,
He's on island the 16th through the 18th. And I think Ed talked about either I think 16th, yeah, Ed?
Yeah, 16.
And he was offering maybe a Pauhana as well.
16th is the only day I can make. That's the 3.
16th.
Okay.
this month of June.
Yeah.
times are you guys thinking? Cause
It's Monday.
one of the travel things that I was mentioning before was that WRP team is coming, their travel got approved for those same 3 days. So I just need to, I need to schedule my field data gathering around when I'm gonna meet with him, and that's gonna be, so I just need to know so that I can plan.
Yeah,
You guys decide.
and we would need to figure it out anyways right now, because if it's gonna be all of you guys, we have to set it up sunshine law, an actual like agenda and everything. Ed had recommended maybe the afternoon and then doing Pauhana afterwards, depending on the location. We could actually just meet at a beach park and then Pauhana after that. That's up to you guys.
Right now, it's all tentative, but we have him coming out to the WRP site on the 16th and then meeting with you at 1. But he can come out the 17th or the 18th. We're gonna be out there all 3 days. But that is closer to Kapaa, if that helps with figuring out a beach
Where
park.
to do it. I mean, we would probably just figure out which beach park has any openings left for their
Yeah.
pavilion.
Where's he staying at?
Probably on the east side, the usual.
The Marriott.
Already.
Which is the Alihue or the Wailua corridor area.
If it's Kapaa, we just go to Lit Gate.
I mean, we can try, if we want to try getting a table though, a lot of times the Lidgate ones are taken, but I can ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ask and figure it out, okay? And let me know. I'm open for anything because I can take off.
Well, you guys have to vote what you guys want to do.
Okay.
So what are we voting on?
Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to just do a combined meeting in Pauhana, or do you want to do 2 representatives from each board and Pauhana, or 2 representatives from each board and no Pauhana? Like,
I won't be on island.
David.
That's the same weekend as the HACD, or same time frame anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it's one,
So I'll be gone.
so we can have.
No, it's the week before.
Yeah,
Well, he's gone for a couple weeks. I guess.
yeah.
So it's up to you guys. I mean,
Same.
setting it up like a sunshine law just leaves it open that everybody can attend, and if not everybody does, that's okay. But at least it leaves it so that you're protected. These
Just do that.
topics,
Yeah.
I will say, he mentioned, I asked, and they said that basically it's follow up to the last meeting. I don't know exactly what that
Is
means,
it just
but
gonna
that's
be
what he said.
JB by himself?
Yeah,
Let's see, I can see what Jolene sent to me. Jolene is, Catherine took for those of you that met Catherine, that was kind of his assistant. She took the deferred resignation, and then so Jolene is kind of filling in.
It's an update from last time. The meeting's gonna take like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
well, set it up like a
I don't have
Pauhana.
money.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I think making a big push to, yeah. He's
So-
visiting all the islands, by the way.
Another thing to
all the districts.
so what I need help with from you guys, the advocating for the engineer. We lost our extra like the FSA small office that we were using to meet with clients. Jenny was in there. Jenny and I both used it multiple times a week.
So how come now we can't use them just?
It's in there now.
An NFC person took it. So it's they want federal employees in physical spaces. And so on paper, it looked like that was not being utilized.
Mhm.
So we lost that. And when I brought up, what am I gonna do? There really weren't great solutions, but I was told JB's aware and he's working on it. But
He's
I think-
aware of everything.
Nothing.
so I
Hopefully.
if you guys can
I mean, we
just
can, but then like,
push
man,
I know it doesn't
nothing
go.
happen, and nothing is gonna happen for how long? That's the thing, is that if we bring it up now and then, like, is it in 6 months? Are we gonna be doing anything in 6 months? Or is it gonna be a year before
Well,
we do anything?
I've been told we're gonna have an office in a year and a half for the better part of 6 years.
Yeah.
And I've been told I need to stop talking about it. So
Yeah.
I need you guys to talk about it for me, please, because it really is taking a toll. and this latest not having that private space.
Even the engineers, like with the freezing,
Yeah.
with the
Well, it's-
hiring freeze, it's like even if
Even if we have all the numbers, yeah.
we had his support, which it doesn't seem like we do, we are not even hiring one. So it's like, that's why I'm surprised he's coming to this.
Yeah.
Why? Because-
And that's kind of, I mean, that's kind of Howard's comments, like, and like, what is he actually here for?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I found out about it after it was approved, otherwise I would let you guys know ahead of time. So, yeah, I just, honestly, we are clearing out floor space in our downstairs storage, for those of you who've seen it, as a place where we
Oh, that has
can
been
have
a-
meetings, because we don't have.
No window.
I haven't seen it, yeah, so
Also
no
to jump
window,
in there.
lots of junk,
Meet in the parking lot.
no AC.
That was actually what I was told I had to
Put
do,
a
is I
picnic
had,
table out there and.
I was
Well,
told
you're
I
not
had
the
to take a
cook.
2-hour meeting in a government vehicle. Because that was the only private space.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, or just, let's get that Chevy running for 2 hours and not go anywhere in the name of conservation. Sorry, I hope this is not.
Well, it's not easy to do meetings. Or
But,
you do all the
It's my
time.
typical meet.
Yeah, I
office,
mean,
like-
it's your office.
But I understand not wanting to sit in the car. for 2 hours.
yeah.
I think we should have the meeting with JB in the storage closet.
Oh.
Down.
No, actually, no, I'm meeting,
Sounds like the
Yeah,
first
that's a good
time.
idea.
It sounds like the best idea, yeah.
As your
And it
supervisor.
should be a 2-hour meeting.
And it should be a 2 hour meeting.
Actually.
Can we do that? Let's get real. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Collecting, like it's
Is
not.
it clear
He
enough?
kept saying it's only
Kevin
been 2
and we
years.
worked on it for like
Or
40
3
minutes.
years or whatever. it
Oh,
was.
it's been since.
We're,
Friday.
we're both in purge mode.
Yeah.
Can you guys buy a picnic table or something like that?
Well, we have
Okay.
Kimmy and Brian's foldable desks,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, we do.
They need them for work.
but we do have yeah, well,
The district.
they're standing desks they could use.
You have to
There's
stay.
a photo of it,
No
and we
chairs.
write it up in our annual report.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I did it out all of our
For
stakeholders.
Black.
met with JB.
I love this idea of, even if, no matter what, we should highlight the working conditions and like the fact, the resilience of the staff to still get done what we get done.
Yeah, I really like.
That real?
I like that.
Thank you.
With the video, the picture. Is it?
Um,
Or are you saying have the meeting, actually have
A meeting there.
Have your meeting there.
You should, you know,
Everybody should show.
Put it in
Why don't you
the
add
All
people down
crammed in
to the
there.
office?
That's fine.
Yeah, then we can put it in the flyer that we met with JB and.
Wait, so do you really want to put it in the annual
No.
report? We can try if they have time. The problem is we try to have it finished and printing.
I mean, we
By the time
could
it comes.
turn the
Okay. Conference room.
conference room back into a conference room, and then if people come in, that's
I-
normal for us,
I can arrange that.
you know?
I can have my meeting at 1 in the storage
Cause
closet.
what else should, what else should
But I
we
will.
bring his ear about besides all the same stuff? Is there anything else?
They were talking about partnerships too, and like, he said something about partnerships and then something about, I thought something to do with like how staff is gonna move forward.
Didn't say restructuring.
It doesn't have the reorganization haven't come out yet because it's on
It's
hold.
on my other computer.
I just remember him telling
I
us, oh,
told
we
him
should be
last
lobbying
phone, I
our
had a meeting
legislators, but I know that's not gonna do squat.
Our legislators are super supportive.
They're
It's
super
not an
supportive.
issue At all.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not the issue. It's them. This organization, everything is caught up in lawsuits. It's gonna be caught up in lawsuits for
Wow.
a while.
Okay, so you guys want to meet Monday afternoon? Aim for like 3 or something like that?
For me, so you're gonna have your meeting with him at 1 in the little room, and then everyone else is gonna come into the little.
I mean, maybe, if that's what we decide.
Are you guys trying to go to Beach Park? But
Yeah, we're at 1 o'clock in the room with him.
Well, mine is 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
I have a
meet
meeting.
with him in that room, and if it's And maybe he'll be fed up and be like, let's not meet in there with the whole group. And then
Kind of
we
have
can
feelings.
How long is
Can you
your
drop it
meeting?
back?
We could just
An hour
call
and
the
a half.
next meeting, right?
With his
into
road,
that
right?
room. So you all have to stay in that
Mine's
room.
till 2:30, so that's why I said 3 or
Yeah.
let's say 2:30. Just
Say
make it
2:45.
directly right after
Give him a
mine.
little bio, but
Yeah, 2:45.
15 minutes.
So if
Sounds like a
because it's
conspiracy.
officially a public meeting,
So
am I using the small office or am I just saying NRCS office? And just leave it so that we could potentially move into the conference room.
just the NRCS office.
Yeah, okay.
Workspace.
Workspace, yeah. Thank
Okay.
you, good call.
So what I got from the person who's doing his coordinating. Hold on. Is back further than I thought. Topics of interest, overall operations, based on the current situation of losing employees. There's commas here. I'm not reading it funny. I'm pausing on the commas. Based on the current situation of losing employees, current challenges and concerns, relationship with the conservation districts, etc.
And then when I asked further, because I said I was gonna have to set up a meeting, what should be on the agenda, she literally just said, follow up to your guys' last meeting. So that's it. So I could just copy and paste that on the agenda, or we can. Okay, 2:45, NRCS workspace, sunshine law meeting, June
Uh-huh.
June 16th, and we will figure out a location for Pauhana.
Okay, thank you.
Walk down to the beer cup.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Say Rob's is across the street. Huh?
Yeah, I guess that we could just keep it that way, then we don't have to cook anything.
And if you enjoyed working in this space for all of 3 hours and feel like you need a beer now, imagine how your employees feel after X number of years.
I wonder if the beer co would let us like.
And also,
Use the-
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about how you didn't like being in there for 2 hours.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Tell
that
it-
open
tell it
area
your
to be
thoughts.
reserved. Probably, maybe. They have a whole upstairs too. Yeah, maybe.
I'll ask, yeah. I'll make a point of getting.
Yeah, just see if we can maybe reserve a space. Okay, thank you. Oh, vote on that. That is a voting thing.
Do we need a motion?
Yep.
Move to set up a meeting with JB for Monday, June 16th at 2:45 at the NRCS office.
All those in favor?
Okay,
Aye.
really
Second,
quickly.
I'll say.
Errol moved,
A second.
Emily second, West who moved,
I'll make the motion.
and then who wants a second?
Second.
Now you can vote.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Technically, I think we have, so, no, that's fine. Yeah. And then it's a combined meeting, yeah, so.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, moving on. Operator,
Something that you could ask, sorry, the question that Errol asked me, is, what else you guys could talk about? We have all these new practices, but training is not okay for travel. So all these practices that we got special PIA variances on, how are we gonna push, like, how are the islands that are on Oahu going to promote these practices and be able to utilize them and like make sure our clients are getting the same level of service if we can't have the agronomist come out?
So that also could be in my meeting, because I'm actually talking about training
Okay.
district employees across the state.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's great, thank you for that.
You're welcome. Okay, sorry.
I should make sure I put it in the spot that I'm gonna see it, sorry. So unfortunately, districts always have their own, they have to pay for their own travel, unless they have it in agreement, so.
But that can come out. Well, we used to be able to.
Jenny, you meeting with him on behalf of HACD? Getting a little confused.
Yeah, for the
We would
district.
have like different shirts
Yeah,
or something. This is my, my district.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Cooperator agreements?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was hoping to have one to present today, but just not there. So we're gonna present next month.
That actually, I wrote down a note, when you're talking about ADC and getting funding from them. I think that, there has been for a long time, there's been a misunderstanding of what's in a conservation plan,
Yeah,
what the rules are and how long they take to develop.
Yep.
Because the person that Brian mentioned, that was like, hey, they're in super double bonus probation, whatever word.
Secret.
We've been talking to this person, Jenny and I both, as planners for well over a year. And it fell off because that person was not responsive. And so it doesn't, like, the person is nice or whatever, but it doesn't feel right that because now they have this letter, they jumped to the top of the to-do list. And there's other people who are still waiting on CTA plan. So I think this is something that the districts can talk to ADC about. I'm happy to be there also. And if they have a planner, hopefully they can understand really what all is involved in creating a conservation plan. And maybe when they talk about their requirements, they say allow for 18 months, just to be on the safe side.
yeah, the process with them, that was part of the goal actually, was to exactly that, to make sure they understand.
Cause yeah, the office has its workload regardless. So if someone's not being proactive about their own plan, it's kind of like, sorry, but this is something you've known about.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think because we're in the position where there's not much other work going on except for maintenance, then we could push them up to the top. I think if it came out last year, we wouldn't have been able to push it up to the top. So making that clear with it, I don't know with whom, but it is something to consider. It's like not pushing people up to the top because they waited
They
to the
drop
last
the ball.
day
And it
to
was,
come up. But
yeah, you're right. If IRA wasn't on hold, we'd be just
Mhm.
totally
There's no way I'd be able to do it.
right.
There's no way.
So there was also a part 2 in the ag exemption process. So don't remember in detail what we were saying, except that Kimmy's been consolidating and finding all of the previous plans that have been done. Yeah, I don't remember why we put that on there.
what?
Isn't it follow-up?
I think it's maybe
The-
follow-up, because Kimmy's been putting together a database of those who've had plans and when they were presented last. The other thing is we don't always get the information of when they get an exemption, so I'm not sure, it's because sometimes someone could literally take their plan a year later and their exemption.
Or not even
Right,
file for it.
or not do it at all, so unfortunately, there's some lack of follow-up there, but basically just making sure that we have an actual list. We talked about this several years ago, so Kimmy's been
Right
actually.
now it's data gathering,
Yeah,
but then like who from the county
it's-
issues the
Paul.
exemption?
Would be
And
Paul.
Paul is the, and
Because they only
so
last 10 years, right? The conservation plan.
the,
but the
no, the
exemption-
exemption is 10 years. The plan, it doesn't really have an expiration date. We plan 2 to 3 years out and expect the people to update or follow up. Doesn't happen,
There's other
But-
things that can change the plan too.
yeah. I mean, ag is so dynamic.
So I mean, I think we've always talked about going through and seeing like whose plans are like,
Yeah.
whose exemptions are over 10 years old.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
plans,
That's kind of
kind of go back.
what she's trying to do
Yeah.
and put together.
and then we can look at it, right? Because if we look at it and say, man, if we open this can of worms, are we gonna be able to close it, or are we
Right.
gonna be able to
We-
meet the demand of
Right.
of
That's the
getting
biggest
people
challenge
right?
is-
And so, but we need to know that.
Yeah.
And going forward with the county, because like would be nice if we could get $120,000 from the county
Or more.
or more, right?
You can have like two
More,
planners.
but we gotta be able to justify that. So.
Yeah.
If we get, I don't think we get, anyone gets CC'd on the exemption, the tall issue.
No,
I don't think so. It's all like a big hush hush.
So that would be nice.
We could ask Paul.
I
He's
mean,
not on now, but
I
we
see
could ask
lots of
Paul
stuff
Little,
going
hey,
on,
please,
and every
yeah.
time I ask, it's like,
No.
Yeah, I drove by some stuff today that I was like,
yeah.
that is for sure not how it was.
The other
plan.
The other thing is, I mean, the last few years we've dropped off in terms of outreach, definitely picking back up and making sure that we're very clear about grading grubbing exemption process for farmers. So, yeah, that's also gonna be key.
I've got a pretty hard cutoff date time in 2 minutes here.
Okay,
Mind taking over?
yeah,
But
someone wants to take over or.
I-
Anything further? I don't think there was anything else that had to be voted on for West. Everything else is just continued updates.
Annual picnic has West next.
Oh. We're not voting for anything. We need to. I'm gonna show you the process for reserving pavilions, because I think we talked about Poipu, didn't we? We'll look at.
Sounds right.
I think it was Poipu,
Mhm.
so we just need to see if the pavilion is available. We look back at the. So there's nothing, so that's the update for that, so.
Okay.
We can't select dates until we know what dates are good.
Okay, thanks.
That,
Any further discussion on ag exemptions? Not, we'll move on. Committee report. From Mel?
No.
Email?
The Garden Island RC, no, we got none.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Garden Island RC.
Haven't met
Yeah,
in
sorry.
over a
Yeah.
year.
We haven't had.
No, Peter's back in the Big Island again. No report. I just signed checks recently.
Then grading ordinance, Paul is off. He was on earlier. It's business, director term is ending. Mine and Ed's.
Ed, did you get your form?
No,
Okay.
I thought
Well, can you bring Ed though?
just give me a new copy. I have my sister-in-law get it signed.
Sign Ed, and then Emily, do you mind signing Harold?
Or you don't need to.
No.
Hurry up.
Okay, we'll just get those get that form, Ed signed so I can submit it to sign. Yeah.
Okay, annual picnic.
Is it East Kauai?
It's West Kauai.
West Kauai, already discussed it.
Yeah, we're still picking out dates.
On that then, annual work plan, fiscal year 2026.
We're still working on that.
What is that?
That's the one I gotta work on, yeah.
Yeah, I think we just need to go through what you've had already and just
Update it.
update it. And then you can finish the letter and such. The grant letter.
That would be for, yeah, we'd be ahead of time now.
We'd be actually on time, yeah.
For
We
the
should
county?
submit it like July.
Yeah.
And then now we should have an annual report this time to actually tie it to it. Which we can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and look at it. Might not look too pretty without NRCS money. And
Question, so the talk about ADC made me think too, even if we have if that contractor, it goes through, we wrote in part-time person for 3 to 6 months, that's assuming that they're already a planner and able to hit the ground running to do that work.
Yeah.
So it might,
Talked
and that's,
about
there's
that.
there's a couple solutions that we kind of discussed that might be options. One could be maybe hiring somebody who's back on island if he's interested. Or two, we're hiring a new person, therefore Brian turns into the 50% and the new person focuses more on planning. Okay, so,
But it's hard. It's hard. I
yeah.
don't know the ADC one, how that'll work out. It's Wendy's a little hard to
Gauge.
Yeah, on like I don't know if we can actually. I don't know how to propose it either to her on how like that. We should have a full-time
Person.
person that is dedicated to ABC, right? But
Great meeting, and she kind of like backtracked on me in a weird way, and it was like, no, I just
no, she wants it in like a
Strategic plan.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm interested what you guys have asked her, because in their lease agreements, they call out the soil and water conservation districts.
Yeah.
They're expecting you guys to do work.
Yeah,
Their
exactly.
leases are contingent
Mhm.
on you guys.
It
That's
is.
where-
Yeah.
How are they not putting
Right.
funds up?
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's kind of like those kinds of things what we're trying to push. But I'm
Maybe
For this one, she wanted specifically for the Kauai, like a master plan
Yeah.
kind of
Mhm.
conservation plan.
That
That-
sounds like something that they can hire someone to do. That sounds
Uh,
like a great
yeah,
idea.
right, and that,
and that's exactly what we've been trying to.
and so,
propose.
but the challenge
No, I-
is we cannot like a novice planner is not gonna be good for this. You're gonna have to be an experienced planner for the most part. That we find, and that's gonna be the big challenge.
Experienced
And you
and
guys are
familiar
with
with
an agency.
specific
Yeah.
area.
Mhm.
And watershed planning is a lot different from like a farm level
Mhm.
conservation plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully,
We're hoping this is just a
Continues.
foot in the door at least, and then hopefully it'll open up to a longer term planner.
About retired NRCS people,
Yeah.
because I know DRP people you can't touch, but it's a lot of retired people that have worked here. The DRP
Nobody on Kauai.
resignation program, yeah. Yeah,
But
we
that's
just
only
need
till
a couple new
October.
acronyms.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. Anybody have an extra room in their house? You could ask. There's a lot of people over the whole state. Fly somebody over for 6 months.
no, there's people that like worked on Kauai probably before you even came in who like have reached out and like, how's this project doing? Blah blah blah. There's people at the national level interested, like people who have watershed planning experience who could probably come in and do a couple. But I don't think 3 to 6 months is enough time.
Yeah, and the time frame too. That I had a little concern on that. Like, can we do it in 3 to 6 months?
A full-time person
And-
who was experienced and focused on it versus
Yeah.
that's the problem. That was kind of my concern too. And we did buffer it up a little higher, by the way, before we left. I actually, yeah, with Errol,
And
we bumped it up.
another concern is what's the like NEPA look like for this? Because it wouldn't fall under NRCS's umbrella like what we have our systems. So you guys gonna need a full ESA. That takes a year.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, and I did say depending upon outside environmental reviews. I did put that.
Okay.
It was right there in the.
Okay.
It depends on.
Environmental assessment. Yeah, I don't know why I say yes.
Oh.
Environmental special assessment.
Yeah, no, we did put some information in that, and yeah, I think. We
Yeah,
also
we'll see.
talked about things like engineering, and I said we don't have the resources in there, so I did spell out we are not putting any engineering practices, but in the future, maybe it'd be consideration to hire an engineer to do these things.
We had a long discussion yesterday because there are times when engineering practices are the appropriate practice to use. And it's the only workaround we have, which is really not adequate, is mention that this needs to be done in the narrative.
Yeah.
It can't be a practice in the plan. Otherwise you're holding someone to something, but not giving them what they need to be able to do it.
So yes, we did, yeah, cause that was kind of one of the holdups too, was the engineering discussion, cause honestly, the biggest concern ADC common areas are gonna need engineering.
I think that's a good JB thing. Is hey, we've got these coming up.
Yeah.
And and once we get these CTA plans done, then they can just go right into farm bill applications. But
That's true.
Okay. 2024 East Kauai Cooperator of the Year. Vote from nominated farms.
The Boonlai and Shri were the two that you visited Boonlai's, and then Shri's was presented online or through PowerPoint. So we just need to vote on who you guys are gonna vote for this year, so that we can write the article.
I went to Moonlight Farm and I thought it was pretty nice. So we, got back up and going in the grow farm area, and his practices. Cherie's been out there long doing his vegetable and his organic practices.
Yeah, he's a diversified changing
Yeah.
over the years. Yep. They're both, obviously that's why they're both nominated. So they're both viable options.
I have no objection to anybody who we pick. It's just that I know we did Cherie one time, right?
Water conservationist in 2013.
Okay, that was over 12 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago, and it was for a different nominee.
Yeah. Okay. All right, what do you think?
I didn't go to Bunlai's place. I'm
No.
indifferent on it. Anyone,
Okay.
whoever you guys think.
It's all on you then.
Oh, I was thinking I should probably abstain because I missed the presentation from Suri and I helped with a lot of the TA on Boonlai's plan.
Oh, so Bunlai's must be good then.
Yeah.
Oh, down to you.
It's my fault.
I'm in the dark.
Everybody else is
Flip a coin.
Yeah, let's,
I don't
yeah.
do that.
Okay.
Joey, has that ever happened?
I mean, if you guys really want, you can.
We can have the two, but we can invite the two, but one's gonna get the prize.
Unless we save Shuri for next year.
That's the problem.
For next year, that would be fine.
That's all.
Okay.
Fine.
Cherie's next year, Moonlight's this year. How's that?
Oh, nice. Then we don't have to decide for next year.
That's what we did last year.
Okay.
Still doing good stuff. So they both are.
Still practicing.
So you gotta nominate, or excuse me. Yeah.
I make a motion that we nominate Moonlight for the Cooperator of the Year.
Second, Arrow. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carried.
Okay. Could you help write that? Wait, no, you're doing the CTAR article.
So behind right now, yes.
Maybe we can work together.
Yeah. Totally can.
Please.
This week.
Hold on, I gotta get somebody in this for the
I know, we just have to have it kind of put together by next week so we can actually print, that's all.
Okay.
So 13th, by the 13th, the very latest, so next week.
You don't have to do the article, if it's too much,
I'm just fully booked
Huh?
already this week,
I don't
but
know, just overwhelmed.
What article,
The
copy
CTAR.
share we, oh, the CTAR one, yeah, I mean,
yeah, that I'm gonna try to get to you tomorrow.
I think
I just
they're
don't
saying
want
you
you
should
to
skip it if
get
you want
stressed out.
to.
Oh,
But I think it's good to highlight what you do.
we can
put
talk,
something.
because I think if between the two of us, we can probably write something up. It doesn't have to be like a full page, it just needs to be a paragraph or two.
yeah, we wanted to highlight him for,
Some of his other good work aside from this.
And that's why I wanna talk more than anything, so, but end up being, and
A good thing we
Okay.
picked Bunlai. Here.
Okay.
Okay, other business, island-wide updates from West Kauai and East Kauai.
the chance for you guys to talk. What's going on in your week?
I never see anything.
Nothing good, Ethan?
No, I haven't traveled the island anymore.
But everybody comes to you though.
I know.
Yeah.
What's everybody saying?
They only grumble about our president, and I don't want to go there.
Fair.
I do.
Okay.
Okay, next office space update, we already saw.
It's okay.
Moving on.
I think it's been coming up as
Yeah.
Grants and funding,
So back to the feral swine thing. What would you guys like to do? Would you like to just have the subcommittee sit in on the project selection and then bring it to the board the final ones, or at least a subset of the final ones? Or do you guys want to set up combined meetings? It would probably take at least two meetings to get through all of them.
I'm fine with the subcommittee bringing their opinions.
Right now, the existing subcommittee for the East representatives was Ed and Eric, and then West was Uni and Howard. Is everybody still okay with that representation, or do you want to switch it up?
And how do you see how much applicants do we have?
We have 36.
And we're gonna narrow it down to,
I guess the question is, did you want to narrow it to a subset and then select from that point? Or do you guys want to just basically, you have your kind of like, these are our top projects and then we fund as many as we can.
so we'll go and
Basically,
rank them all
Right, yeah,
and then present that to the
yeah.
full board?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So just do a couple of subcommittee meetings and then bring it back to the board, the top like 15 or so.
Yeah.
Okay. Howard's not here, so I guess his is yes, he's okay with continuing to be on the subcommittee.
And then, I mean, if the numbers end up too close and you need more guys to do it, then you guys can ask us to try.
Oh, yeah, well, it could also be like they have it down, at least narrowed down. The ones that are obviously out are out.
Yeah.
And then at the meeting, like you can do a combined meeting and that's where the final selections are made, yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably try to present the majority. Just rank all of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, all of them, yeah.
applications,
Yeah.
and we'll present all of them.
Okay.
So we can see who's on the bottom of it
Yeah,
and why, stuff like that.
and that's why I gave you guys the selection criteria too, so.
For next time,
What'd you say?
that'd be helpful for next time also to kind of see what the scope is.
What improvements to make if there is a
Next
Funding, right?
project, yeah, yeah. More money?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If we can do good, that's why we gotta do good with this.
and that's why I wanna actually, like, we've been compiling, even people that didn't get their application in, or people that have shown interest, we're trying to track all of that information. So that we can present and say, if this was a solid program already in place, we could have funded X more.
We'd have another round ready to
Right.
go.
We totally could have. We could have captured the people that didn't get their application in time because it would be a regular program, and they're used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely, that's big for the grant. And honestly, I'm hoping that this is something that can be presented at one of the national meetings, whether it's at the NACD meeting or sorry, the annual meeting or one of the regional meetings. So either next or the following year.
During that subcommittee, you're gonna discuss the SMA issue as well,
Estimate.
special management.
You have one project that has that.
We have one probably.
It'll be-
Special
it'll
It
management.
would be,
two.
it would be probably a consideration in terms of the selection process. Because if it's not something that can be done within a year, because we are set to a strict timeline, we might have to. Yeah, but that's why if you get in touch with the estimate person and maybe.
I have not yet.
So you mentioned talking to some of the other people that got federal federal fund funding, like other offices,
Mhm.
districts, whatever. Are you gonna talk to them to see what their process was, and maybe see what worked and what didn't?
We
before you
yes,
guys meet?
but we've also, we're all on the same level right now. Like two projects on Oahu got selected, that was Oahu RC&D, but outside of that, no other projects have moved forward. They either have they're either in their selection process right now, or they're still doing site visit. So
In the PIA.
Oahu RC&D, and I do know some of the strategies, yeah, we talked about some of those strategies, but it was basically like, avoidance and things like that, so. But not every project's gonna be able to do that. So, I mean, if it's replacing a fence line that's already existing, yeah, that's probably, we could do that without much in terms of NRCS. In terms of the review process, but outside of that, you still have to go through. So yeah. Yeah, we're trying to keep each other in, discussion with all of us.
Just curious.
Okay, next up, NRCS agreement and grant. Yep, there's no money available right now. Next, NACD
If
technical.
the non-funded agreement is due for renewal. So I know Corey's gonna wanna talk.
I know, she brought that up.
Yeah.
She's gonna wanna talk about that in the next few months, so maybe next time you guys have a combined meeting or something, she'll probably wanna zoom in.
The most important thing about that agreement though is the last time we kind of signed sight unseen, we didn't really review it. This time, make sure we review it and make sure it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the last unfunded agreement wasn't bad. It was just vague, which makes us wonder why they left it so vague. If more they wanted to take advantage of us as opposed to do better for us. So, you know, that was the only part of the agreement that was suspect.
Vague and unfunded, like.
Well, it was an unfunded agreement, right? And I mean, it included use of the vehicle, which, you know, I don't
We
know.
can ride in the vehicle, that's about it.
I guess so. We do need that in for that at
Yeah,
least.
we need to have verbiage like that.
Yeah, and then the use of water equipment and the training and the office space, which we don't have. So,
Software.
so I mean, like, I don't know what they can do about that.
Yeah, I asked that question years ago. I was like, well, how can I ask them to hold up their end of the agreement when we're not holding up our end?
Anyway.
And the answer was they have a place to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was, I
she
think.
referred to
Stu-
the 2020 or whatever
Relationships with school districts.
agreement.
Let's say shit like that. Well, she also told us that we could just get our own place. That was also said.
And
J-
then work for
uh,
them for free?
The
Huh?
and work for
Yeah.
a lot of like Hilo, their district's got their own space and they're kind of branching away from NRCS, and I think sold NRCS.
I mean,
guys
how
have
does that work
com-
with
early contract.
the use of the equipment
They-
or the computer?
They
and
have
stuff?
their own computer. They'll have their own vehicle. They still have the agreement to utilize the software.
Mhm.
And
In their own office.
in their own office. So they can use I think software and training is basically what's still left as part, and I believe they can still ride with NRCS employees when they do projects.
Probably certification.
Yeah,
If we wanted to get our own office, realistically, where would that money come from?
exactly.
Nowhere, right?
Right now, nowhere. Hilo was able to negotiate with their county.
That's what I was just gonna
Should
ask,
we do
is there
that?
space in the county building?
We've asked before, and I'm actually working on asking again. Cause may
I
as
don't
well.
see us
tap
having
it.
space.
Because no more space.
Like plenty of places need to expand, like planning and
Mm.
all those guys, you know.
Mhm.
So they're
We
working
need
on-
another sponsor.
They're working on trying to
It's pretty
expand
difficult.
current, yeah, departments. Cause they're like, yeah,
Well, if they
crowded
open up
over.
another building, maybe there's some space.
There's
for
a lot of vacant space, but
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately.
they want a lot of money for that
Yeah.
vacant space.
which
So
is
you Zuckerberg,
That's
you
right.
know.
So do you use CTAR?
Well, we talked about that, I mean, years
Mhm.
ago now with, JB even came up and visited the station. We have space. I'm not sure we could come to something pretty like low cost. We can't really set a precedent of giving free space because the Farm Bureau has been asking us for that for a long time and said no. But the problem is it's our buildings are all moldy too. It's not
Old.
like I don't think it'd be better from a environmental health standpoint than working in Watermore Plaza on the second floor in your old office.
That's true.
And potentially the storage space. I do wanna have, if that's gonna be a space, I wanna have that tested, cause it doesn't smell great.
I'm sure it's also moldy.
Probably.
It's on, if it's on the, yeah, exactly. If it's on the second floor, it's in the ventilation system. It's
It's,
everywhere.
it's on the first, but still, it's not used, so it's just stagnant.
Yeah. But we could look into that again, but again, it's just.
And we still no more money.
I mean, I will
Yeah.
say, we worked in that one space for a little while and it did always smell kind of mildewy, but we could open the windows. And so it ended up being
Upstairs.
tolerable.
Oh,
That was
I like
nice.
Lemon
Yeah. Like even if, I'm sure there was definitely mold in there, but we were able to open windows, it was much more like,
I don't remember getting headaches and stuff
No.
and the different stuff that I felt in Watermall.
But I will say almost every morning I open windows.
Yeah.
Maureen and I would be like,
Um,
and we close it back up, but we would in the mornings air it out.
Yeah, so we have some space you could, that could potentially be cleaned up, but again, it's also, if you wanna drive all the way up to Upper Wailua.
Yeah, I know. That was
If not, then it's staying in the same spot.
okay.
yeah, and I just am like, okay, how long until we can't use the break room anymore? That's where Devin said.
Yeah.
Which we can't use for major or like private meetings.
Oh, I'm well aware. I already knew. Other people have already told me.
Oh no, we're meant for these guys.
Oh,
To hear that. I know you know.
I mean,
How much do you think rent would cost for a year?
For office spaces, I've been seeing around, I wanna say $5 to $6 a square foot,
That's super high.
depending on cam.
That'll be $2,000 for.
Would be over 2,000,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know what place is not far from the office, and I think they've had a lot of vacancy. I feel like I've seen the sign a bunch. Is that old yellow house that's like right next to Hilo Hattie? There's like a realtor in there, and I think they have private rooms, like private offices that are smaller, and then they have some that are a little bit bigger. I mean, you're still gonna have like your termites, and I don't know. It seems like it's a little bit better ventilated. I've been in the real estate office side, and it was like new HVAC, and it was nice on that side. But
Okay.
that
Well,
might be a place to look.
I'm
Got
just
good
asking,
parking.
it starts with finding that funding for it, I don't even know.
Yeah,
Asking
I mean,
the town.
we can definitely start just reviewing options and then also trying to talk to some of our partners about just even like, yeah, any kind of space.
Deal in our house space.
2,000 a month. Is that what we're thinking? About 2,000?
That's what it probably would cost. That's why I said it's like, yeah, between $4 and $6 a square foot. Plus, sometimes plus cam. So add $1.50
Plus can.
common
Common
area,
area.
Oh,
whatever M stands for.
Maintenance.
I don't know any other maintenance. I just know common area. Cause I actually, yeah, cause I remember, the NACD asked us for what, if we lost our office, what it would cost us. So I did actually do a
right.
mid-range search for existing, at least a quick search of office spaces.
Why would you wanna know that?
We were just saying like what the cost would be to conservation districts if NCS office was closed here on Kauai.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and yeah, it was around the $2,000 a month, option.
So Oahu's located in
In
what?
the state office, which is awful.
In the state office
So
for
awful.
free.
In
And
the
then
state
The
Maui-
federal office, the federal
Federal
office.
building.
Oh,
The federal building,
with
which is like
NHS.
the worst for field office.
Yeah, so it's state office, field office, Oahu RC&D, and a district planner in the federal building, and it's
With
right
Farmers
in
Milk.
Honolulu, like.
and then Maui is operating out of
They have another office that they're working out of.
their own that they pay rent on, or?
Not districts, it's still with NRCS. But yeah,
Oh. So everyone's,
co-located.
Tied in.
He was the only not co-located,
Yeah.
and they're getting their money from the
the county.
county to pay for their positions and their
Mm-mm.
rent.
Yeah, oh yes, position and the rent for the place, yeah. But they were also able to get a very low cost rent. I think they negotiated with somebody.
That's Hilo.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it needs to be that reoccurring, right? So it needs to come from like county or.
Right, it would have to be like county. It can be written in terms of like operational stuff in terms of grants, but the base funding should, needs to come from a consistent source. Like the county, maybe the state.
Or maybe
Can't-
this thing, but
Donating space via tax write-off.
It can be, but yeah, it can be,
I wonder if you can write off.
because we are
100%
officially a
of it.
nonprofit as well, but we're also a state entity, so I don't know actually how that would work.
Oahu RC&D is a partner.
So, but they're
Nonprofit,
still a
right?
nonprofit. We are a state entity.
Yeah, but maybe they can get the agreement.
Oh, you
Get
mean
the
the
space.
Garden Island RC&D?
No.
Or what was?
Yeah, GIRC, sorry.
That's what
The
you
RC the RC&D. could be the
So guys,
faster.
we do only have the space for
Thank
another
you.
half an hour, and we do
Right.
have to still do an executive session.
I'm not trying to solve that this time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll
Alright.
continue
We're getting
discussion.
close.
We have a few years to decide.
Yeah.
Well,
NACD technical assistance grant,
Just keep moving.
COK funding update. We got the money last year. We gotta reapply. Department of Water grant. Did we hear anything?
We got it.
Oh, we got it?
Didn't we get it? He
Oh, I
never
didn't
gave you a
get-
check,
No.
You're supposed to get a check?
right?
Oh.
That was 10.
Is that the one you cashed or?
Oh, I don't know. He never gave the check. Mail.
Mailed it.
We will check the mail.
We should because last I heard their budget for next year was negative 14 million.
Yikes.
Oh my God. What?
Negative 7 million for operating and
We
negative
probably
7
get it
for
in
CIP.
future.
So we should
cash the check.
have
That's just the water.
Department of Water.
That means
Just the
everything's
Department of
County
gonna
is doing okay.
How's that?
Department of Water is separate from quasi is separate. Yeah,
Also, why funding is gonna be a challenge.
that's what I heard.
Because they lost federal funding?
They just not
Or it's
budgeted
just
correctly.
the-
I think.
I mean, that's pretty
It's been
bad,
years of
but-
That's big.
compounding.
Expect your rates to go up again.
Okay, then using grant funds, updates on grant funding uses.
This, I mean, we've talked to the treasurers about this. This was brought up at the last meeting with the HACD. It's a reminder that outside of training, we're not supposed to be using state funds for food. So it can be used for training, if events, then you can use it for food. And of course, when we travel, but it can't be used for like annual dinner or just general food.
So for us, that's $2,500 from the state.
Yeah.
All the other money we finally using for
that's-
food.
That's all you guys get.
That's all.
We don't get.
West Kauai only gets state funds, nothing else. Because East
So,
Kauai
yeah,
kind of
it's-
funnels all the,
East gets all the big bucks.
East Kauai manages the.
Yeah, they're busy at the moment right now. If you had said that beginning, they would have done it.
And the reason why we're obviously emphasizing this and reminding people of this is, I mean, with the funding situations they are today, could easily get audited. They might start doing that. Or the other thing is making sure that we submit reports on time, because if there's money sitting in the bank and they ask why it is, they might take it away. So that's the other thing. So both making sure we're using the funds and getting our reports in on time, and also not using them for. Yeah, so there's like other funds, like non-discretionary funds or whatever, yeah, that can be used for like the dinners and
That's
stuff.
just that.
But it might get creative.
Yeah,
based
no,
on,
really,
money
or
for it.
yeah, we.
I mean, we only get money from NRCS, state, and county. So
Yeah,
pick a fund that the money's coming.
right,
out of,
right. Just no fun. Just when you're reporting, none of them. No food on the state report.
It's all training.
Or we gotta-
Make sure there's a training component anytime.
All
there's-
training.
Right, and that's exactly kind of the thought.
Yeah.
But if there's
Someone,
a training component, you can buy food.
yeah,
Training, yeah.
just no alcohol, never alcohol.
Yeah.
So the local
Yeah.
working group.
Is
That's
could be covered
training,
because
right?
we could do a training component in there.
Local worker, yeah. Cause I explain NRCS Farm Bill programs.
Mhm.
That's training for the.
Okay,
we
so that's
just- That's what I'm
clarification.
saying. We just need to be creative.
Yeah.
Like,
So just for the annual and stuff, then
yeah, annual dinner, for example, would have to be
East
bigger
Kauai.
differently.
we'll just pay on the East Kauai side with whatever.
And just no fancy.
Create a
fancy.
PowerPoint.
Do popcorn?
PowerPoint.
Oh,
Yeah,
PowerPoint.
you gotta do a presentation
Yeah.
of some sort.
On that program.
Yeah, annual meeting. Just have the people that we don't we nominate? Aren't
Oh.
the operators there
They're there, they get awarded then.
so they can go explain their
So
project.
they
and
can
then
do
it's
explain that.
educate.
It actually have to be training.
We can talk about what works and what doesn't. Not be training.
Maybe, but anyway,
Yeah, that would be
just,
true.
yeah, just
But-
keep that in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna go audit our total $5,000.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
But I mean, just saying. Just
I
saying.
actually think they should be giving us way
They're
more.
they're it's the reason why it's not the 5,000 necessarily, it's just, it's all of the state budgets, they're gonna be going after. So.
Yeah. Employee management director updates. Wanna just go? Do you wanna just keep going?
Yeah, you can, unless you guys have anything for everyone. That's why I put these last, was because if we had time.
HACD quarterly meeting updates.
I don't remember if there was anything specific to call out at that meeting.
That was what, a month ago?
Yeah,
A
it was in
month ago?
April, yeah. I don't think there was anything.
No, it was the same thing as every other meeting. There's no money.
There's no money, and then
Waiting for
there's
everything.
supposedly an HACD conference happening June 20th to the 20th.
I'm supposed to be.
They're waiting for money to come in, but they're not giving you the.
And they talked about the
Administration.
grant, the funding uses, that got brought up, and we just talked about that already.
ADC meeting updates. We already
Yep.
had a long discussion on that. Kauai Soil and Water Conservation District NRCS partnership meeting.
That was the one,
We
yeah.
talked about that also.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then just announcements.
Yeah, so the HACD annual meeting, we already talked about. Local working group meeting, now we've selected days. But Ponapepe and Onahola, the cat contest, we have a teachers training meeting, which will be August 19th at 5 at the Kauai War Memorial. And the 2025, Kauai County is doing a fruit and vegetable show at Kukui Grove. I assume you guys want to do that. It's kind of in terms of attendance, but we can always just, it's free, so we can just ask for 2 tables and be there. Or it'll have to be Brian and Kimmy, because that's the one I'm not going to be here for.
It might be better than last year.
Maybe. So that's happening. If for whatever reason we have difficulties manning the table, we might ask a director if they're willing to sit with us. As I said, I'm not going to be there, but we'll see what these guys schedule.
Did we get like swag?
Mhm, we have some
like
swag.
pens and stuff?
Yep. Yep. We have stuff. Yep. I think we have a little bit left to try to find some more swag. Yeah. So I think we can get like one more thing.
She gets swag.
Annual picnic.
I mean, I can give you a construction pencil.
TBD. Yeah. Project Wet, we already said September 19th. Cat contest. We're doing a teacher and student training outreach thing at KNL on September 20th. So that's kind of like, training
Wait.
Soils Day.
Oh, the
Yeah.
day after the splash thing or whatever.
Yep. Yep, it is. That is how it worked out in the end. Oops, but yep. We could talk if we really need to change it, but we want to change that soon. So maybe we can have a talk with Craig and Emily again. So yeah. Then we have an executive session.
I've already got it on my calendar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was pretty much, that was the option that was best for everybody. I think that's why we selected it. I don't think there was like much wiggle room on that one. So yeah, unfortunately, it's.
Yeah.
Should ask Project What should change.
Yeah, that's changed the whole program.
They have no money.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay. So with that, we're going to executive session.
So executive session in this point is when we would ask outside members to step away.
Yep.
We're done. I think that's why it's at the end.
Can we
I
adjourn
believe
our regular meeting?
you don't adjourn it just in case there's a vote. You switch into, you stop recording. And then the board stays on. I don't know. I'm assuming associate directors can still sit in on. Not sure.
Anybody that the chair designates can sit. Maybe.
So Jerry's the only non.
Yeah, I'll be leaving the meeting. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
Good to hear.
Alrighty, bye.
Jared.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. I'm leaving.
I think the employees might want to say something, but then they can tell you after that too. So I'll stop the recording.
Oh,
Oh,
do we need to do the motion and voting in executive session for Brian or?
Anything we do in executive session remains a secret.
you
So
just
we
have
wouldn't
to
be
say
able
you
to
vote.
Announce it or anything.
Yeah, you just simply say we agree to what we discussed during the executive session.
That was triple time and a half?
Do we need to do it right now though, in executive session?
No, I'm out of executive
Keep
session.
writing checks till they ain't no money.
The official vote happens out, no, because you can help clean up basically.
Okay.
I just didn't know if they wanted to talk about anything else with you guys not here.
I thought we needed to vote on Brian's thing in executive.
All right. Ed, just,
I make a motion on behalf of Brian's discussion at the executive meeting,
that's east, so.
East Kauai.
Look at that. And then we need a west.
I'll make the motion to approve, or
Okay. And then-
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Next meetings, West Kauai, Tuesday, July.
Really, one quick question, the district assistant position. We wanna
Wait.
post it, do we wanna keep it at part-time at this point? 19 hours?
Yeah,
Or-
let's keep it at 19, and then
I think we
if
should,
Kimmy can help us, we can still pay her then.
with the feral
But
swine.
remember, we still need to.
find some- I mean, we gotta find
Yeah.
somebody, right?
Maybe you should
Look,
post
here's the
part
other thing,
and.
remember, we need a planner.
We need a planner
I
too, though.
think that's a
Yeah.
great,
What?
is it?
Post part and full and see who comes up.
Right.
And then you
Okay.
Can we have?
eliminate one or the other.
Two though, on top of that?
No, I mean, you're not gonna hire both of them, but you can.
What is the
post-
39,000 we got from NRCS? That's just for our use.
Reimbursement.
Yeah,
They think
so we
it
can.
changed.
So things to remember, funding is uncertain right now. So do we wanna hire somebody full-time guaranteed for a year and hope for the best? And do we have the money to hire two people full-time for a year and hope for the best? Or is there enough money for a full-time and a part-time?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're gonna need two full-time
Yeah.
employees.
Yeah.
Assistant and on planner. Yeah, throw it out there as a full-time and part-time.
Well, the job descriptions will be a little different though, cause the part-time is gonna have less responsibilities than the full-time.
Yeah,
So you want me to post both of them and see what we get? Like, how do you want to do that?
Post both. I think we'll post both. See what we get.
You think we're
'Cause-
gonna get part-time and part-time?
We might, you never know.
Yeah.
Like,
Gonna
it's
say-
fine, we can try both.
well, if you can get one college student or somebody who
They
don't like it.
probably have.
I get a
people.
retiree that,
Or
just
retiree
wants
who
part-time.
doesn't wanna-
Been there, done that.
Stay with family.
But then,
obligations.
there we go, find
The
that.
reason hers was able to be full-time for the full year was the feral swine was
Yeah.
25%.
Mhm.
And then we said 25% outreach, and then the last half was district assistant slash what we have to obligation with NRCS.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's why her position was set at full-time.
Does the workload feel like full-time?
And you've been working, what, 30 hours a week?
Oh, yeah, no, it does not, really. I mean, sometimes I finish my work and I'm searching for work.
Mhm.
But, there's like.
Yeah, I mean, if
There's
NRCS work would pick up, then, more time.
highs and lows, and when outreach picks up, you're
It's,
be
yeah,
very
it's very
busy in the
intense,
fall.
yeah.
That's why I was thinking, even in the job description, you could have all that stuff, whether it's full-time or part-time, and just know that like, it's never all of the things in every week.
Time's up.
I'm just-
5 minutes.
Well, we have to clean up too, so I'm posting both. I'm posting one and putting FT/PT
Yes,
Negotiable.
negotiable.
yeah. Post one and put full-time or part-time, then.
And I'll post her original one, maybe altering some of the feral, or just making sure the feral swine is, I think it already was only up to a certain date. So I'll just change that date too, because we're extending our grant to next year. The feral swine. And we're able to extend it 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah, because we haven't been able to get the resources we need to actually do
Right.
it.
Okay. Do we need to vote on that or no?
No.
Okay, next meeting for Wes is Tuesday, July 15th at 3 PM here. East Kauai is Monday, July 14th at 2 PM at Department of Health. With that, we'll adjourn our meeting at 4:27.
Thank you, guys.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.